Brad Pitt and George Clooney's comedy thriller Wolves took an unusual approach to its filming locations, and the movie benefited from it. Wolves follows two fixers, though it never reveals the names of Clooney and Pitt's characters. That's just one of the unusual decisions Wolves made, though, as it also switched its theatrical release plan and confirmed a sequel before the original was even released. Perhaps the most unique, however, regards its filming locations. Wolves took its duo of fixers on an unusual journey throughout New York City. The pair began at a luxury suite in the fictional Delan Hotel, made their way to a Chinatown doctor, stopped at a few diners and motels, popped into a wedding, and eventually ended up at a warehouse for a major shootout. While there were plenty of characters in Wolves to fill those places out, the locations also felt realistic for another reason. Plenty of movies are set in New York, but far fewer actually film in the Big Apple, and Wolves was one of them. Most of the outdoor scenes in Wolves were shot on location in New York. Kid, Austin Abrams, in his underwear being hit by a car in WOLF's image via Sony Pictures. The vast majority of Wolves, including almost all of its outdoor scenes, were filmed on location in New York City. Most of the outdoor locations weren't significantly changed for production either, and can be tracked down to their exact addresses. For example, the business next to June's restaurant and apartment is a real establishment in New York's Chinatown, the car and limo service incorporated on Madison Street, near Market Street. Additionally, when the fixers were chasing the kid down, he ran into a few well-known Chinatown buildings, like the East Broadway Mall under the Manhattan Bridge, which is just a few blocks away in real life. Screen Rant interviewed Wolf star Austin Abrams, the Kid, and he spoke about some of the challenges of filming on location in New York, and in running through the cold in his underwear. Yeah, it definitely is challenging. You're in your underwear in the cold, and your muscles tighten up, and there's a big challenge physically and mentally, Abrams said. Filming on location helped Wolves in a few key ways. Its locations felt real and lived in, and scenes like the kids' run through the streets had an extra level of realism. The exterior of the Hotel Delan is the Four Seasons Hotel. Margaret's man, George Clooney, interrogating Margaret, Amy Ryan, who looks angry in WOLF's image via Sony Pictures. Most of the opening sequence of Wolves was filmed in and around the Four Seasons Hotel at 27 Barclay Street in downtown New York. Margaret's man, Clooney, parked just up the street, in front of the NYU building, and walked to the hotel from there. Additionally, the parking garage where Margaret's man and Pam's man, Pitt, tried to get the kid into the trunk were filmed in the same area, at the Icon Parking Systems lot next to the NYU building, via the Cinemaholic. It's unclear whether the interior of the Delan Hotel were filmed at the Four Seasons, however.